In the gleaming, sun-drenched cul-de-sacs of Desert Bloom Estates in Scottsdale, Arizona, harmony was enforced at gunpoint by the Homeowners Association. Every blade of grass had its approved height. Every mailbox its regulation shade of beige. And Karen Whitaker, the HOA president, was the self-appointed guardian of it all. She patrolled the streets in her white golf cart like a sheriff in a spaghetti western, clipboard in hand, eyes scanning for any sign of imperfection that might devalue the community. To the residents, she was just keeping standards high. To anyone who dared question her, she was a velvet-gloved dictator who quoted covenants like scripture. Alex Rivera had just moved into the newly completed model home on Sagebrush Lane. As CEO of Rivera Developments, the company that built the entire 400-home community, he'd come undercover to see why so many new homeowners were complaining about the HOA's heavy hand. He arrived quietly, driving a company pickup truck loaded with some final boxes and tools. The truck had faint corporate markings, but to Karen, it screamed undesirable. The storm broke on day 3. Karen's golf cart screeched to a halt in front of Alex's driveway. She marched up, her pearl necklace bouncing with righteous indignation. "Excuse me, sir. This is a violation of Article 7, Section 4.2. No commercial vehicles or work trucks allowed in visible driveways for more than 24 hours. Alex, in jeans and a simple polo, looked up from unpacking a box. "Good afternoon. I'm Alex Rivera, the new owner here. This is just temporary while I move in. It'll be gone by tomorrow." Karen's laugh was sharp enough to cut glass. "Owner? Honey, this neighborhood has standards. We don't allow construction riffraff lowering property values. I've seen your type before, trying to sneak in and turn this place into a rental slum." She pulled out her phone and started recording. "Neighbors, this is exactly why we need strict enforcement. Look at this mess in our beautiful community." Within minutes, 3 other board members arrived. Tom Hargrove, the treasurer, crossed his arms. "We're issuing an immediate $250 fine, doubling every day it stays. And we're calling an emergency board meeting for this Friday to address this disruption." The group chat exploded. New guy already bringing down the neighborhood. Typical. They move in and think rules don't apply. Karen posted the video with the caption, "Protecting our investment from those who don't belong." By Thursday, the fines had hit $1,000. Notes were taped to Alex's door. Neighbors drove by slowly, staring. One woman whispered loudly enough for him to hear, "Some people just don't understand what exclusive community means." Alex said nothing. He simply smiled, adjusted his watch, and waited. Friday night's emergency HOA meeting in the community center was standing room only. Karen presided like a queen holding court, her voice dripping with performative concern. "We cannot allow one bad apple to spoil the barrel. This gentleman has shown blatant disregard for our covenants, which exist to protect everyone's property values. I motion for maximum penalties and, if necessary, legal action to compel compliance." The board nodded vigorously. Murmurs of approval rippled through the crowd. "Vote yes," someone shouted. "We pay dues for a reason." Karen turned to Alex with a triumphant smile. "Mr. Rivera, do you have anything to say before we vote?" Alex stood slowly, his demeanor shifting from quiet tenant to something far more commanding. He reached into his briefcase and pulled out a thick folder. "Actually, I do." He clicked a remote, and the projector screen lit up with documents. "My name is Alexander Rivera, CEO and majority shareholder of Rivera Developments. We own the master development rights to Desert Bloom Estates, including 68% controlling interest in the HOA's governing entity through the original Declaration of Covenants." The room went dead silent. Karen blinked. That's impossible. We would have known. You would have known if you bothered reading the fine print instead of weaponizing it," Alex continued, his voice steel wrapped in silk. "For the past 6 months, we've received dozens of complaints about overzealous enforcement, selective application of rules, and a culture of intimidation that has residents terrified to even plant a flower without your approval. I moved in personally to verify it." He flipped to the next slide. Screenshots of Karen's group chat posts, videos of her berating other residents, a spreadsheet of fines disproportionately targeting minority and newer homeowners. Under the very bylaws you love quoting, Article 12 grants the master developer, me, the authority to dissolve or restructure the board in cases of documented mismanagement. Karen's face drained of color. "You can't do this. We're volunteers protecting the community." Volunteers who fined a single mother $800 for having her kids bike on the lawn for 2 hours, Alex countered. Volunteers who threatened foreclosure on a veteran over approved holiday lights. The same covenants you twist to play God also have provisions against abuse of power. Tom Hargrove stammered. This is a misunderstanding. We can work this out internally. Alex's smile didn't reach his eyes. Oh, we're way past that. Effective immediately, the board is dissolved. New elections will be held under direct oversight from corporate counsel. And Ms. Whitaker, you're permanently barred from any leadership position in this or any future HOA affiliated with our developments. Consider it karma, served with the exact rules you worshipped. The room erupted. Phones that had been recording Karen's moment of glory now captured her downfall. Her carefully curated image of the perfect neighborhood enforcer shattered in real time. Within weeks, the new HOA charter was rewritten. Reasonable rules, transparent fines, resident input required. Fines issued under Karen's reign were reviewed and mostly refunded. The community breathed easier. Property values didn't crash. They rose as word spread that Desert Bloom was now managed by people, not tyrants. Karen Whitaker's golf cart was seen less and less. Last anyone heard, she was moving to a different subdivision, no doubt ready to maintain standards elsewhere. But in Desert Bloom, the lesson lingered. The most dangerous tyrants are often the ones waving the rulebook like a weapon. So tell me, when an HOA president weaponizes every minor regulation to control her neighbors, is she protecting the community, or is she the one truly violating the spirit of civilized living? Who really deserves the ultimate karma in these power struggles? True or false?